Om Namaste. My name is Anil Kumar Polepiddi. I'm from London. I'm a student of University of Applied Vedic Sciences under the guidance of Acharya Dr. Venkata Chaganti Garu. I'm pursuing my PhD. Uh, Today's discussion is all about the ongoing crisis in India, uh, which is on the LPG gas and the rest of the crude oil. So I just want to welcome Dr. Venkata Jagandiji for the today's discussion. Welcome, sir.
Om Namaste. Namaste, Anil Kumar. Namaste, everyone. Yes, Anil.
Yeah. Sir, just want to give a brief on ongoing crisis in India.
Okay.
As everyone know, I just want to just give a brief. Um, uh, Bharat, one of the world's fastest growing economies, is currently facing mounting pressure in its energy sector, particularly in natural gas. Okay, from rising global prices and supply disruptions to domestic infrastructure and increasing demand, the situation has sparked concerns across industries, households, and policymakers.
Yes.
Natural gas plays a critical role in India's energy transition strategy. It powers industries, supports electricity generation, fuels transportation, and is widely used in urban cooking networks. But recent developments, including volatile international markets, shifting geopolitical dynamics, and domestic production limitations have raised difficult questions about sustainability, affordability, and long-term energy security. Today, we take a close look at what solutions may lie ahead. So I just want to ask you, sir, uh, what are the solutions for this energy crisis, and how can we make the Bharat in the path of Paramavaibhavam, which is the eternal glory in the energy sector? Can you share your light on us on in this regard?
Yeah.
If you like, before starting of the session, I just want to tell the import bills for the past year, financial year 2025, from April to March, is nearly, sir, it's $130 billion
Wow.
on the crude oil.
Wow.
Due to this war, the import bill rate is escalating to the another $70 billion approximately.
Wow. Wow.
So it's nearly $200 billion we are spending on imports.
Yes.
60% of the uh, total natural gas we are getting imported from the other countries, sir. And especially in that 60%, 90% is coming from the Strait of Hormuz,
Okay. Okay.
which is in the serious conditions now,
Yeah.
as we all know.
Yeah.
So, is there any possibility of producing gas within India?
Okay.
If so, how much it can be able to accommodate the entire nation, sir? Can you share your views, please?
Yes. Anil, this is really the wonderful topic which you brought about, and every Indian should know about this. We import something means we are spending extra money from our pockets. From
Sure.
nowhere else the government can get. So it has to spend that money. $200 billion is not a small amount.
Of course, sir.
So that amount has to be spent, means that should be collected from the public as taxes.
Of course.
So the cost of living rises. All right. So India, can it produce this much gas within India itself? Answer is no, it can't. Because natural resource should be there.
Okay.
So it is not there. That much is not there. There is some gas production. In Andhra Pradesh, there's a gas production there. So
Yes,
Reliance
that's what.
company is using that, or so whatever this
Yeah,
produce.
we are just producing 40%. Rest 60% we are depending on from the outside. Yeah,
Yes. So that 60% itself is $200 billion, means you can imagine.
of course, yes, sir.
Okay. First thing. So if you can produce that much gas in India, why would we go and purchase from outside? We don't do that.
Mm.
Correct?
At least we may increase our production, maybe from 40 to 60.
Yeah, we can increase, but there is no gas. You don't have that much gas in India to produce.
Okay.
See, I want to make let's say a shirt or 10 shirts or 100 shirts. I require cotton for it.
Mm.
If cotton
Of
is
course.
not there, how can I make it? So we require the crude one, correct? So the
Yeah.
crude amount, what is available per year, is something which we have to, live with that. Okay. Coming to the point, what if that gas also finishes?
Okay. Rest of the world. In
Yeah.
the rest of the
Yeah,
world.
rest of the world, even in India, it may be done with that. Correct?
Mm.
So we got to have another way of living. Otherwise, it's not possible. In my
Yes, sir.
childhood, I remember that people used to use something called as pottu poi, means a small stove which has an
Mm.
iron cylindrical covering. Inside
Mhm.
it, we put the wooden pieces, like wooden, what do you call it, dust. In lumbar region, lumbar stores, they cut wood, correct? When they cut wood, some dust will be collected.
Of course,
That
yes, sir.
dust,
Yes, sir.
that dust we
Mm.
used to put in that and put a pedestal inside and pestle inside, what do you call it, roll and another, adi inside, and then cover with this one and remove that. And then a hole
Mm.
is made, and then some sticks are burned inside, and then we used to cook with that. It's a very fantastic way and easy way. But
Mhm.
now we cannot do that. So we are depleting our resources. Like wood, we are depleting, and gas, we are depleting, and metals, we are depleting. Everything we are depleting. So there should be another solution. So you know very well that University of Applied Vedic Sciences, we are doing a lot of research on this. We are collecting information from Vedas, and then we are doing it. I
Sure.
will show you a PowerPoint for that. Before that, I would like to ask the entire country what IITs are doing now, what the Indian Institute of Technologies are doing for this.
Mm.
There's a prestigious institution. They must have discovered something, correct? They must have invented something. They must have done some work.
Should be.
Why is the government not using them? Why? It's just simple. Answer is very simple. The research facilities in India are not even 10% of what Singapore has
Mm.
or some other country has. So when you don't spend money on research work, people cannot do research. You require a lot of facilities to be done with that. So no, country is not spending enough money on research work, laboratories and others. Even Tirumal Tirupati Devasthanams didn't have a lab for testing their ghee. You can imagine what is the condition of other states and other universities.
Maybe they
Research
have
lab.
adequate amount, but they are not spending uh, 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 on their research. They
Exactly.
are not believing in their strengths.
Exactly.
Maybe.
You're right,
Mhm.
Anil. You're right. So Indian government should now focus on research facilities. Lot of amount should be pumped inside.
Mm.
Yeah, we know initially some wastage will be there, but
Sure.
that
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You have to spend money in that. Then only that research can go very properly. We proudly said that, we sent a spaceship to Mars, which did not even cost as much as the Gravity movie.
We
Correct?
said yes. We
So
said yes, sir.
we said that.
Mhm.
So when we are so proud of it, why don't we spend money on that? So research work, we have to spend a lot of money, correct?
Sure, definitely. But India, as you know, that it's a slow pacing.
Not slow pacing, useless pacing. So people do not understand what is the importance of science and research. There's too much of talk and less work. If foreign countries do something, we will depend on that. We will take that as granted. We'll use that one. Sorry. But we don't do it ourselves. If somebody in the foreign country does something, then we utilize it. So that trend should change. We have to use our own resources, whatever we have, that knowledge. So that's why at University of Applied Vedic Sciences, we are doing a lot of research work on this. And I will show you our model. We have produced an electrolyte and what we can do with that electrolyte. Let me show you. Okay.
Yes.
Can you see this, Anil?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
So University of Applied Vedic Sciences, green energy. Okay.
Sir.
I am the presenter, Dr. Venkatacharya. So let's see. So at the University of Applied Vedic Sciences, we are doing a lot of work, sir. A lot means lot. A small portion I have shown you here, holistic research. So ancient wisdom, modern science, sustainability, technological innovations, biotechnology, physics, chemistry, and yoga, Ayurvedic medicine, and astrology, and and there's one spiritual studies, neuroscience, and sustainable living. These are very small portions of what we are doing. Now I'm going to show you the most important thing. What question you asked for? This one. Can you look at the picture and know what we are doing? So this is a electrolyte. This is an electrolyte, green. It's called as green. Here, green is representing color as well as the environmental friendly.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So we can use this one to split hydrogen, oxygen from H2O to produce hydrogen gas and oxygen.
Okay, sir.
It will be medical oxygen, pure oxygen. And this is hydrogen, and that hydrogen can be used as fuel for cars. Cars means all vehicles, whatever.
Of course.
And we can also compress and store it, of course, whatever possibility. And battery storage. So we can produce from this electricity. That electricity can be used for splitting water, and that electricity can be used to store batteries, and that batteries can be used in vehicles again. So this, and what about this green electrolyte? What is this green electrolyte? That's, we'll keep it aside for time being. This can do this miracle. This every country can do, and India especially can do more. So with this green electrolyte, which we can produce throughout India, every state can do its own. And that can produce electricity, and that electricity can be used to split hydrogen, oxygen, and that hydrogen can be used in vehicles. So now people are telling storing hydrogen gas is a problem. But there are companies which can store that as ammonia gas, and then that can be made again into hydrogen easily. First thing. Second thing, no, we don't want to use that way. What we can do is that electricity can be used to charge batteries, and that batteries can be used in cars. From that current can be used to split hydrogen from water and used as a fuel. And that batteries can be used at home for producing electric stoves, electricity for stoves.
Yeah, at present, countries moving towards electricity, electrical stoves. Yeah.
So we can use that. So that means we can use this green electrolyte, what we have found, to be used throughout our India. Every country can use this one, but India especially can depend on itself with the help of this. Now, what is the price for this?
Yeah, that's my question, sir.
Yeah. It will be about roughly 5% of what you're spending on gas.
The import gas, import bills. Okay.
You will no more import.
We're going to supply to the rest of the world.
We need not to supply. We will give the technical know-how to other countries.
Okay.
And charge them. That's it. See, they can also do it, but they don't know how to do it is the question. Okay, that green electrolyte is very important, which we are using it with the help of Vedas. We decoded that and we produced that.
Produced?
Yes.
Okay.
We already produce electricity from that.
Okay. Also, experiment has been done.
Done.
So,
and ongoing also.
Ongoing. Okay.
Done and ongoing.
At what capacity the electricity has been produced, sir?
Yes. As I told you, it's very, very cheap. Okay. That is, we are not going to run houses with that electricity.
Okay.
We are going to use only for charging batteries
or
producing
splitting
hydrogen.
Okay.
Okay, we can run homes with that, but that's not the aim here. We are already having coal and what do you call it, hydroelectric powers, nuclear power, everything we are having.
Sure. Yes, sir.
I'm talking about this gas crisis. So what are the benefits with this? It's green. So the battery charging is green. And the vehicle running is green. Oxygen produced is green.
Yes.
The electrolyte itself is green.
Yes, sir.
Now the question is, who is stopping you to produce that one? Investors. We require investors for this. If investors can come forward, we can show the prototype. We have a prototype with us.
Okay.
We can show the prototype. We can ask them to invest in that companies. Just like Reliance Ambani is spending on, is investing in gas. Now he can invest here. Why Ambani? Why Ambani? Even Revant Reddy can invest. Chandrababu Naidu can invest. Okay. Individual persons who have the capacity, they can do it. Either they are in power or they are in financial stability. Anyone having enough capacity like L&T or anyone else who have the Godrej, anybody, Tata Group or any other group which has financial stability, who can spend on or who can invest in this, they can invest. We have that and we can do that.
So you are telling that it is the best solution for the current crisis.
Not only current crisis, forever crisis.
Right.
And that has side benefits, 100 other side benefits, which I don't want to just spell out here. I want investors to come forward, see our prototype. If they're happy with that, they can invest in that. Yes. Our students are working hard for that, and I'm sure that every investor will like that prototype and then do that. We can open these outlets everywhere in India where batteries are charged without. See, how will you charge a battery? We plug into the electrical outlet and then drive the energy from that and charge the battery, correct? Instead, we'll use this green electrolyte, produce electricity and charge the battery. And also that electricity can be used to split water. And also we can use that hydrogen for cars, vehicles, whatever you want. We can use it for trains and we can use for planes.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere we can use it. Okay, depends upon how large you can produce that.
Understand, sir. Understand.
Very simple story that is. Nowadays any SUV car, it has a battery of some voltage, let's say. But
Mm.
whereas an EV car has more voltage, more storage, more capacity, and everything, and very expensive, and they want top level metals and everything. So we are not talking about that. We are talking about ordinary battery which is existing now in the cars.
Okay.
We can charge it and finish that, they can use it, and it's very cheap that we can produce batteries, and that batteries can be used, and we are not taking current from the current outlet at houses. We are not good. We are going to produce electricity. So it's a green
Mm.
electricity. No coal in that use. No coal is used. No
Mm.
nuclear fusion is used. Fission is used. Nothing. It's a green electrolyte, means green.
Mm.
Green means
Mm.
green.
Mm. So, sir, the question is, the current we are importing the gas from the rest of the nations,
Mhm.
which is worth of 200 billions, as we discussed
Mhm.
yearly.
Mhm.
It is costing 7,000 per person, if
Okay.
in Indian rupees, in Indian
Okay.
rupees.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, 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 the model which we are proposing now,
Hmm.
how much it costs per person, sir?
Yeah, this is a
Estimated.
very good question. See, it all depends upon how large scale you are producing it.
Mm.
See, you require to produce it in large scale throughout India. Every state has to produce this one for their own people.
Mm.
Then it becomes
Oh,
very cheap. Probably, maybe, um, maybe 100 rupees per person.
that's it.
Yeah, maybe, or less than that also. Depends upon. See,
No,
I
less
told
than
you.
that. Okay.
Yeah, it all depends upon. And see, if an investor comes forward, he wants some profit from that, correct?
Mm. Mm.
So first thing is that your dependence on other countries goes.
Of course.
You'll be free from other countries.
Mm.
You will not
Self.
keep looking at when will the ship pass through Hormuz, or
Mm.
when will that country leave this one, or what are the terms and conditions? Do we have to depend upon them? If I want to talk something loud, that country, what they will feel. Will they stop delivering gas for us? This type of
Mm.
problems are not there.
Mm. Mm.
You're
Mm.
self-sufficient.
Mm.
When you're
Atmanirbhar.
self-sufficient,
Mm.
there's no question, and that's green. No
Mm.
environmental ill impacts.
Mm. Mm.
Correct? So that makes
Okay.
sense.
Mm. Mm. Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
So see, it is not the question of per person how much. It is inside India.
Mm.
It's inside India. We are producing, just like, let's say we are producing something in India. What we are producing, we are doing a lot of field work, like agriculture. We are producing mangoes. We are producing paddy. We are producing wheat. Everything. So this is indigenous. So what cost we can put it depending on how much the spending we are doing there. Correct. So
Mm.
that depends on that. So we will put the price. The government will put a tag. Okay, rice 1 kilogram is 200 rupees or 100 rupees, whatever it is,
Of
they
course.
put a price.
Understand, sir.
So
Mm.
then the farmer will sell it, and brokers will utilize it, something like that. So whatever it is, here investors should come forward. Then they will estimate, okay,
Mm.
this much
Mm.
per day we are able to produce electricity, and
Mm.
this is a profit we can sell it. This is
Mm. Mm.
these are the expenditures, the expenses, la 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 la. They will put a chart and they'll find out, and then they'll tell, okay, we can do it or not do it. That's simple.
Right. Wonderful, sir.
And one more
I.
point is, it is not going to exhaust like gas. It's not going to exhaust. We
Mm.
can produce
Mm.
any amount like this from within the country.
I'm able to understand the green electrode now,
Yeah.
but I don't want to reveal now.
Yes.
I want to keep the excitement of the viewers as well, and
Exactly.
I request everyone who is viewing this video to share to the government or to the investors across the nation, and the solution is much cheaper, and it makes the Bharat Atmanirbhar, which uh, ultimately to the path of Parama Vaibhavam, which everyone is dreaming. I hope this solution is not reacting to the present, but responding to the future. So I would like to invite the viewers to share this video to the every individual and every investors, and also the governments, head of the governments, and also the to the communities, and especially the NRIs who is staying in the um, outside India, who wants to contribute to the nation, can come forward, and we're gonna, as from University of Applied Vedic Sciences, we're gonna tell the procedure, and let's make Bharat the shining country.
Yeah, we can show the prototype, Anil. That's a good idea. What you're inviting everyone is really good. Yeah,
Hmm.
every investor should come forward. Say, check it up, check the prototype and see, yes, yeah, this can do. How much it's costed? We'll tell what how much it costed. Then they'll ask you, okay, same amount we'll spend. Can you produce another prototype? Yes, we'll do that. So by that they can understand, how much they can spend on that, and how can they get profits, and how can India develop that way. Yeah,
Yes. Hmm.
that's a good idea. Thank you, Anil. That's wonderful.
Thank you to everyone.
Thank you, Anil.
Oh.
Oh.